Hmm. How we doing? Good morning, people. Bless you all for tuning in. Oh, we've got quite a few new subscribers as well this week, which is quite good. Coming at you. Yeah. Good morning, beautiful, beautiful people. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Yeah, lovely. Massive action. Boom. How are you, How are you, gorgeous? You all right? Oh, just having a nice cup of coffee. It's quite mild, isn't it, this time of year? It's quite mild for... It's almost the end of November, Pete. It's the latter part of November, and to be fair, it is really mild out there. Really mild. Luke Allen, hello, sweet. How are you? Jackie Jones. I want to share something with you. This was shared to me the other day. We're going to get the nitty-gritty out of the way first and foremost. Morning, Trev. How are we? My mate's mother's service is at I think it's at 1:30 today in Coventry. Blessed be our Peggy is her service is, I think it's, hang on, no, what's the time of the service? Let's have a quick look. So we're going to say a little prayer for Peggy today. 11:15 at Cannon Hill. Peggy is being committed. She's having a committal service today. But I want to start with this morning, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that have just tuned in and subscribed, well done. Nice to see you. Listen, people, first and foremost, what I want to say about my YouTube channel is this. None of this that I do is pre-recorded. This is just live. This is just me talking to friends and talking to new subscribers, and I hope you will all become friends. And I have good moderators in this channel that keep their eye on all the swearing and the cussing. It's fantastic. We value free speech. We love free speech. We really do. But having a dig at people and stuff, we sort of frown upon that because that's kind of bullying, isn't it? Now, I want to talk to you. We went up to London a few weeks ago, and it come a point in time there in the afternoon that I said to the friends that I was with that the vibration had changed and that I had started to feel a bit uncomfortable. I'm someone that tunes into my vibrations. I've always felt like if I'm in a situation where I start feeling very uneasy, I have to get out. I don't know. Listen, none of us are always right or wrong, but we have to go with what resonates inside us. Your inner feelings is what should be your topical barometer. It should be the thing that keeps you, because you've got two parts of your brain. You've got your emotional and you've got a reptilian side, and your reptilian side of the brain works a lot faster. It's a lot stronger. I'll give you an example. A black kid in America quite a few years ago got run over, and this woman in the car behind see him get run over, and she got out of her car and lifted this other car off of him. Now, I want you to think about that for a minute. This woman got out of her car after seeing this black kid get run over, and he's trapped under the car. This is in America, and she lifted the car off of him, and they got the kid out. Now, when they got to hospital, she went to hospital with him. She was concerned about him. She wanted to make sure he was all right. When they saved his life, because he was in a bad way, the medical staff come out and see this woman who was sat there waiting for the news of this young kid. Hopefully he was going to be all right. And the staff said, because the ambulance people and the witnesses there at the time had told them what she'd done, she'd physically picked a car up. Can you imagine? And when they told her the news, she passed out because her brain couldn't register the fact that she picked a car up. Can you imagine? Listen, you're all superhuman. You're all super beings. But it's when this part of your brain just takes over. You've all done it. You've all had time periods where something's had to happen and you've had to react something. And it was like you've done it with such ease. I bet you've all been there. I bet you've all got that personal testimony, haven't you? because that's the other side of your brain. It's superhuman. It brings in the strength, and you'd be surprised what you can and can't do. It's unbelievable. Hugh Macbeth, lovely to see you, brother. Nice to see you. Trevor, good saying, Ed, can I get hold of Tracy Blackwell? I don't know, mate. I don't have her own personal number. If I can get hold of it, I will get it for you. Good. Aurora Storm. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Yeah, good morning all the way from sunny Somerset. Oh, give me some scrumpy. I like some scrumpy. I used to. I got drunk on scrumpy at 4 years old. I was treating myself to a barrel at a family party and was very ill. But nonetheless, so we went to this gig in London and we noticed that there was a lot of police there that had red and white checkerboards. And I'm going to give you this. Now, listen, this is going to blow you away, right? This is going to blow you away. We have, right? I'm looking at this now. My friends just sent me this. My friend's son got arrested the other day. He's got ADHD or autism. And anyway, she's got to deal with this court case. But while she was in the police station helping her son, the copper, the sworn-in constable, told her some revelations. And she was like, oh, my God, you're going to like this. Well, you're not going to like it, but you're going to like the fact that you now know about this. All right? We have a group of coppers in this country. Well, no, first and foremost, let me tell you, they are not police. All right? Because a policeman has to swear an oath to protect liberty, life, and property with diligence, fairness, equality, preserving all rights. But listen to this. We have a group of people in this country called Territorial Support Group. The Territorial Support Group is a metropolitan operations unit of London's Metropolitan Police Service. In 2012, it consisted of 793 officers and 29 support staff. It specialises in public order policing amongst other specialist areas. Identification symbol is a U on the shoulder number. So you see, well, a lot of the coppers now ain't showing their shoulder numbers, which is against the law. That's like a Gestapo. That's like you got brown shirts. Peeps, I'm telling you, you want to be waking up to this stuff because they're bashing the Jesus at you. I shared a video yesterday of Crime Bodge. And by the way, Crime Bodge's channel is fantastic, but his is all pre-recorded. He don't do live. I do live. I don't care what I look like. If people want to come and take the mickey out of what I look like, that's up to them. Let them crack on. They're special. I don't care. I'm raw, I'm earthy, I'm down to earth. If you like what you see, you like what you hear, fantastic, stay tuned. And if you don't, it's not compulsory. I will say that. Crime Bodge did a podcast the other day where a guy that the DWP wanted to talk to about an overpayment. He got wedged in by 3 coppers, and one of these coppers now is doing time in prison for abusing and sexualizing children. This copper has lost his liberty and is now in prison. And there's nothing more than the inmates of a prison enjoy than a copper that's paedophiling children. They will kill him. So this guy's in complete and utter isolation. But this copper, they dragged this guy out of his car after smashing his windscreen, and the triplex has gone everywhere from both sides. They've got him out, and this copper shattered. He's got his ass back. You know these things they bang on the ground? This little ball bearing thing on the end of it is so strong. He's hit this geezer in the leg once, and you can hear him screaming in pain. He's hit him the second time, and he's shattered his kneecap. Shattered his kneecap. Shattered it. It's shattered. It's smashed. The guy can't walk properly. He's got metal rods and all sorts in his leg. He can't play sports. He can't do nothing anymore. He's finished. And this copper's now in profiling children. Do you know how sick and dirty this fucking planet is? It's sick. It's wrong. And whilst he's laying on the floor in agony and his kneecap shattered, it took 25 minutes for the ambulance to turn up. 25 minutes. When I was a kid, an ambulance was there in about 2. You dialed 999 for an ambulance back in the 70s. It was there quicker than Gene Hunt. Let me tell you. It was. It was quicker than Gene Hunt in the 70s. An ambulance. If you dialed an ambulance, it was there. Not now. Oh no, 25 minutes. And the coppers, they're standing around laughing and joking while he's on the floor screaming in pain. His kneecap shattered. This copper has shattered his kneecap. And they're cushioning him everywhere. They're smashing him, jabbing him in the ribs with it. They're unbelievable. They're unfucking believable. But we've got a group of people in this country called the Territorial Support Group, and they have U's on their collar numbers, and they are domestic law enforcement. That's what they're, and their chief superintendent is a guy called Mark Bird. Their roles is public order crime, counter-terrorism, and police, but they're not sworn in. This is why they're getting away with murder, and they are getting away with murder. So I thought I'd bring that one to you this morning. Love it to see you. Noisy Tone, how are you, gorgeous? Nice to see you nice. Angie Davies, oi, oi. How are you, darling? Hugh Macbeth, morning, Dave. Not long in from a night shift. You'll always be my friend. God bless you, Hugh. I hope you're well, bruv. I really do. Ruth Stockley, morning, Dave. Morning, everybody. Woo! Nice to see you, doll. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So, yeah, tonight, don't forget, 9 o'clock, Wake Up UK. Wake Up UK is growing massively now. The British Barnacle. Good morning, Squire. Morning, Dave. Mask challenge. I gave away £20 today. Again, to the first person who didn't wear a mask on the supermarket live on Facebook. You could be the next Dale Winton, son. You could be doing a supermarket sweep without the mask. I'm loving it. Joseph Barnacle Facebook account, still none one. Must watch. So Barnacle's giving away £20 today for anybody that's going to go round the supermarket and do a supermarket sweep without a mask on. Come on, it's worth 20 notes. Come on, surely it's worth 20 notes. Craigie Baxter, hello, gorgeous, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. See you nice. Stevie J. Sleep, all right from Oz. Nice to see you. Massive Action says, I'm all good. Shame about losing our freedom of speech. Damn, our police are a joke. Mate, they're more than a joke. They will leave you in the street with a shattered kneecap while they laugh and joke. And this woman copper was yawning. She's going, oh, Zippy, I need to go to sleep, Zippy. Whilst the geezer's on the floor going, ah! And because this lad wouldn't give his name, they wouldn't give him any drugs, putting him on the ambulance. Can you believe that? Ambulance staff wouldn't administer any drugs until he gave him his name. Do you know how important that is? Because they can't administer anything other than to a fiction. You have to say, yes, I'm Mr. David Paul Witcher. In goes the drugs. But if you know you're not Mr. David Paul Witcher, right? Because I know I'm not Mr. David Paul Witcher, because Paul Witcher is a piece of paper, right? It's a fiction. It's the Monopoly game, isn't it? I'm not part of that Monopoly game. I live in God's world, God's kingdom, so do you all. And we need to get our heads around this. We really do. Angie Davis is in. Heard Opportunity. Oh, gorgeous. Love it to see you. Cockney Patriot, morning, people. Yeah, so tonight, 9 o'clock till 10:15, wakeupuk.net. And you can also come and join in the conversation and the call. Why not? It's free. Come and join it. You've only got to click on my profile picture. You can join the chat. You have to download Zoom. Just download Zoom. It's easy. It's free. No worries there. Dance in the Rain. Ooh, nice to see you, sweetheart. Where are you from? Where we got Dancing in the Rain? Come in the room. Bush, where are you from, sweetheart? Nice to see you. Lovely, yes. My channel's live. You know, it's live. You know, it's like pulling up a coffee, getting the cigar out. Come and tune in if you want to. Feel free to pop in and out as and when you like. Do you know what I mean? She's in Rotherham. Beautiful part of the world. Beautiful part of the world. Rotherham. Yes, we like Rotherham. I've got no idea where it is, but I've heard it's gorgeous. Whereabouts actually is it geographically? Because being a soft southerner, if I go south of the river, I'm lost. I wouldn't have a clue. Even my sat nav breaks when I go through the Dartford Tunnel. It goes turn round and return ASAP. What are you doing? Who do you think? Where are you going? I never forget going up to Nottingham a few years ago to help Tom Crawford out. We had over 800 people in his street, right? South Yorkshire. Oh, beautiful. Up near my gorgeous mate, Jason Nota. He lives up that way. Love up north. God bless Yorkshire. Yes, we love it. My missus's family are all from up that way. My missus's family used to own a place called Shibden Hall years ago. They were cotton milling people, very wealthy to do people. Although now, unfortunately, I'm the one that brings in the bread majority, and my missus always says she's got council pot money and champagne tasters. She ain't got a clue, but I love her dearly. And hear me talk like she'd probably slap me around the head and give me a good beating. But I kind of like that. Near Sheffield, yes, beautiful part of the world, beautiful. What's the weather like up there this morning, dancing in the rain? Is it nice? We're quite mild. It looks like it's just raining here now. Yeah, it's raining, but it's quite mild. The sun is out. It's for unbelievably mild for this time of the year, November, mid-November. It's Christmas soon. If you're allowed a Christmas, are you allowed a Christmas? I don't know. Are you? I'm going to the cemetery. I'm going to a crematorium because you can have 30 there. I'm taking my turkey to the crematorium and I'm going to have 30 friends and family up there with me. We're going to cremate the turkey and we're going to have a nice time. What's all this sex business about? Why have we got a government telling us who we can and can't have in our own houses? Are we living in Germany? Are we under the Bosch? I think we could be. Love up north. God bless Yorkshire. Yes, Aurora Storm. Yeah, 5 days free. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Yes, because the corona's not going to get you in them 6 days, is it? No, because the government's give it 6 days off. I think there's a hotline for the corona, isn't there? Boris, yeah, it's corona. Is that corona? Yeah. What are you doing? Can we have 5 days off, 6 days off for Christmas? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we won't attack no one. Fuck. We got to be stupid to believe this stuff. And because they're all going to be lining up for the vaccine soon. But I guarantee you, right, people, that as soon as these people go to the doctors or go to their Asdas or wherever they're going to get these vaccines from the COVID, they're going to be all having it from the coronavirus. They're going to be having these vaccines. They're going to have it Bosch. They're going to go, oh, thank fuck for that. Thank fuck for that. I'm protected now. Yeah. Fantastic. So I'm having a coffee and the missus goes to the husband. Should we go shopping? Yeah, let's go shopping. We're low on food. Come on, this vaccine's made me hungry. Let's go. Come on. Got your mask? Yeah, I got my mask. Yeah, come on, let's go. And they'll be walking around Sainsbury's, Lidl's, Aldi's, all that with their mask on. And you got to think to yourself, why would you wear a mask? You got a vaccine. You got a vaccine now that it goes into the RNA of the cell and it takes control of the cell. Yeah, it's like me having this cup of coffee. I'm in control of that, but no more. The vaccine's going to have control of it. I got to worry about it. And this vaccine's going to go, oh, the Rona's coming into my system and it flicks your sweat because it takes hold of your cell, you see. This new vaccine controls the RNA of the cells of your body. So nothing's going to get in there, is it? Obviously. No, nothing's going to get in there. So if you get any little viruses and that come in, first one of its kind, it's got a little ingredient in it called luciferase. Oh, yes, it's got something in there called luciferase. I mean, I can go through the whole of the book of Revelation and you might sit there and go, oh, my God, didn't know that. But it is what it is. But they'll still be out wearing a mask. They're all going to still be in Asda's queuing up for their rollbacks, wearing the masks when the whole country's had the vaccines. Do you think the mask wearing's going away? Wrong answer. It ain't fucking happening. It's true though, isn't it? See, I don't walk in fear. I walk in faith. I walk in courage. There's a massive difference. And if I genuinely felt that this thing was the Queen, like Freddie Mercury sung, I'd have 3 masks on. That's why an Irishman wears 3 condoms, isn't it? To be sure. How dare a government mandate when we should convene the families to be together and celebrate Christ at Christmas? Bosh, exactly right. Although, I would like to say that Christmas is a pagan thing. Paganism of the Church. This is a little book called His Wanting Bride. The church took over many pagan ideas and practices. The heathen winter solace feast celebrating the death and rebirth of the sun became Christmas. Some think that Christ was actually born sometime in September, October. The Roman winter festival provided the merriment, gift giving, etc., typical of later Christmas holidays. The spring feast of the goddess Astari became Easter. Easter, pagan customs such as the use of candles and incense entered the church. In fact, there are few Christian feasts or extra biblical customs that haven't got their roots in the old pagan worship of the nations of Europe. It is fairly conclusive that even mitre is little more than the fish head of the god Dagon that came straight over from the heathen priesthoods. Trust me, this is not Christian. It's pagan. My collie dog won't even go outdoors. Oh my God, it might get the Rona. You got to be careful of these things. Let me tell you. Toxic Carol's in the room. Nice to see you, darling. Thanks for tuning in. But your work today, Dave, only my missus has got a load of CLS timber, C16, and I've got to put some walls up for her later today. But she's out with people at the moment taking their dogs because my missus is a vet nurse. She administers Bob Martins and injections to me all the time. That's why I'm as crazy as you like. I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Jesus Christ. Absolutely right. Yeah. It is all these Christmas trees. It's all pagan. Pay again. Pagans. Our whole church system is pagan. It is absolutely pagan. Trust me. The whole of it. Easter, pagan. It's all paganism. It's not Christianity. Not true Christianity. No. But in the same token, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel rounded, whatever makes you feel good, if you want to hoist a tree up and stick a little angel and stick it up her bum, stick it on top of there, mate, if that's what your world's all about and it makes you smile, you go and have some of it. But some of us understand the deeper influences from all these stuffs and that. And we all seem to think that Jesus was a white man. Well, let me tell you, ain't the case. Christmas was brought to England in the 1800s by Prince Albert. Many blokes have Prince Alberts. That's all I'm saying. Christmas is a hitch pitch of paganism and other influences. However, I agree with Dickens' Christmas Carol, a story of a cold heart become good and meanness becomes it. Absolutely right. That's what I'm saying. Whatever's your gig, if your gig is to put up a tree and dress it up, so what? If it is pagan, who cares? It's all about making your heart flutter, and it's all about making you feel good, making your family feel good. It's true. It's very ritualistic. Have you seen the price of a tree? It's a cruel joke. Yes, exactly. Actually, we used to go and chop our own trees down. There was a place near us in Maidstone that used to grow Christmas trees, or whatever the spruce is called, the particular variety of that thing that smells. Oh, it smells just beautiful, doesn't it, when them pine leaves are out? It's like, you want to sing Laurel and Hardy in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. When I smell that, I'm like, in the blue. I used to love that song. Anyway, the point is this: we used to chop them down. We used to take our own saws. We used to pay fibre for them. Now, 40, 50 quid for a Christmas tree, mate. I just don't get it. We are robbing each other. This country's been carved up. You know, the state seems to think it owns all of its buildings. Oh, this is government property. Well, who owns the government? Well, the Crown does. Well, that's all good then, because I am the Crown. Cutting out. Oh, well, we're losing the feed, aren't we, darling? It's probably my internet connection. We don't have a very good internet connection down here, but it's not telling me that we're being cut off. Anyway, I've got to go very shortly, but I wanted to bring you that news this morning. And I want to wish my mate Dave Bramble be over there in Canada. His mum's being her service is at 11:30 this morning in Coventry. I want to send him all my love and best wishes, and bless his mother. She was a Christian. She was baptized, so she is saved. There is no problem there. Yeah, we're in the middle of November. We're seeing the craziness continue on a daily, weekly, hourly basis. We've got people screaming at one another for not wearing a mask. And all I will say, ladies and gentlemen, is remember freedom of choice. Remember freedom of expression. Do you remember these things? Are they still part of your DNA? Or how far will you go with put a mask on, put a seatbelt on, put a funny hat on with blue lights on it? Yeah. How far are you going to be told what to do until you go, I'm not enjoying this? They're talking about rolling out this mass vaccination program. And one of the guys I was speaking to yesterday afternoon wants me to do a bit of work for him. He's an inspector of Maidstone Police Station. And I said to him, what do you make of this new virus, the vaccine? You're going to have it? He said, well, I guess I'm going to have to. I said, well, God bless you, but if you people in the front line, you keep calling it the front line, you're going to have it first. You're going to be the first ones to cop the RNA entanglement. This is, trust me, it's a tough line, isn't it? No one knows what's right and wrong. We really don't. We're all testing the waters every day. We get out of bed, we're just testing the waters. We don't know what's right or wrong in truth, but we just got to do what we feel's right. Now, I find it very dangerous that we have a thing now that's going to actually take over your RNA of your body, of your cells, and to be able to control them. I think that is really lethal and dangerous, that thing can take over your body. Man, that is scary. The state thinks and wants to own our hearts, minds, body and soul. Never let them do this, and to exert your free will that is God-given. Perfect. In fact, I'm only a few days off. I've just got to send this notice of default out now in 3 days' time, and my 8-week process of getting onto a level with this government is pretty much done and dusted. And it's been a very lengthy ordeal, but true freedom to me is worth going through the pain. No one ever said this gig was easy. I'm me and no one owns me. My mum and dad are gone now. I own me. Bless you, Ange. Bless you. Love you. You're a sweetheart. Yeah, the state claims to own us. The state claims to own our bodies, our soul, our minds. We work for it. Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we don't. We never will do. We can't do. They never created us. We are created from a divine source, that God particle. And that's what we need to get back to. We will get back there, trust me. And every day there's more and more and more people waking up right now. Never ever feel that you're alone. You are not alone. Trevor, you are not alone. Yeah, and you're going to show us. Yeah, I will do. But I'll have to show you in the private, Trev. I won't be able to do it publicly. A research nanotechnology, even scarier. The testing in Liverpool is supplied by Disruptive Nanotechnology Limited, registered at company's house. Ooh. Disgusting. Disgusting ain't the word. Ghost Watcher, keep it real. Beautiful to see you. We need to stand together and say no. I refuse to comply. I don't wear masks. I don't do lockdowns. Bingo. Absolutely right. You're obviously a very strong soul. What I'm finding is that strong souls gravitate to me and I gravitate to them. We have to be strong right now. This is a separation of the wheat and the tares, ladies and gentlemen. The parable of the sower. Where the someone sabotages some land and the weeds are growing up with the wheat, and the servants come running in and say, Master, there's weeds growing amongst your crop. Did you sow bad seed? And he went, no, an enemy has come in and done this. And they said, do you want us to pull up the weeds? He said, no, if you pull up the weeds, you're going to destroy my crop. You leave them in there. He said, but come harvest, take the wheat, put it in my barn, grab the weeds, band them up and burn them. And I'll tell you what, that parable, that part of scripture is becoming more and more visible to me every single day of the week. So what are you, ladies and gentlemen? Are you wheat or are you tares? Make the choice. I love you all very soon. I'll be coming to you tonight. 9 o'clock, wakeupuk.net. Come and have a chat. Look forward to seeing you. Trust me, I do. Thank you. I have a teenage daughter battling cancer, and we have been in hospital 80% the last 30 months, and we can see all the lies control. Staff are terrified of losing their jobs. It's such a shocking situation, brother. My thoughts and prayers go out to you and your daughter. There is a book, actually. I don't know whether this will help. I try and offer help. There's a book called Heal Yourself 101 by Marcus Roshank. You can find it online. It's a free PDF download. And he had cancer, and he went out into the wilderness in California. He said to his family, I'm going out into the bush to die, the desert. And he healed himself. And he was eating root vegetables. He said the plants was only coming out of the ground about a foot in the desert. He said, but their root system was about 100 foot long. He said, so I was pulling these things up, mashing them up and eating them, and he healed himself. And he sells them supplements. He will sell them supplements, and I hope it helps you. I really do. So God bless your daughter. God bless you as a family. I send all my healing prayers to you, and I hope that she gets through this and she beats this wicked, devilish sin called cancer. I really do. And if I can help in any way, send me your email and I'll get in touch with you and maybe hook you up with some people that have healed themselves from cancer, doing it the organic, natural way. You are so correct about this, Dave. There is a separation happening. Absolutely right. There is a separation happening. People, I love you all. I pray for you all every single day. I want you to experience greatness. I want you to have that spirit in your heart. I want you to be able to rise up every morning and go, wow, I am so powerful. I have the spirit in me. I really want you to feel that. And I want you to go out and I want you to punch that vibration into this dark world right now. I want you to go out and shine on people. Whatever you do today, go and shine on people. Make their day better. Bring that with you. Bring that spirit with you. Bring that vibration with you. See how you touch them. I guarantee you'll touch them in a very positive light. I love you all. I'll see you all. Take care of yourselves.